Hamilton Live at
What's the date,
5
Imogen?
on May the 25th. And we have such a special guest for you today. Rory O'Malley from Hamilton.
Yes.
The king of Broadway is in the room where it's happening right now.
Hello, good, nice job.
That's
there.
good, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry, I took your
These
paper.
notes. These are my
Hi, everybody.
notes.
How you doing? So Paramore's opening tonight.
Paramore's opening tonight.
Cirque du
Oh,
Soleil
I
has
know.
been wanting to be on Broadway forever.
Yeah.
Right? And now they finally have a brand new show. It's opening tonight. I'm going to go over there and interview everybody.
I saw it
You saw
last
it,
night.
yeah. So tell me,
Yes.
how you enjoyed it?
It's a great spectacle, and you definitely get bang for your buck. I mean, as we know, the Broadway tickets are very expensive, so you come and you see a lot on that
Yes.
stage, a lot's going on. It's fun.
Are there a lot of toned bodies doing
A lot of toned
crazy
bodies,
things?
twins.
Cirque du
and
Soleil. It's going to
So
kick off my diet tonight when I see it, you
stuff.
think?
It's a bit depressing.
Summer diet?
But they have menus in your seat, and they can bring you drinks.
Oh yeah. So are there like
It's
places
a
to
bit
put your
Vegas
drinks? Or
like.
you have to hold.
No, you have to hold them. But like, there are these amazing drinks that have like proper cups and glasses.
Oh,
and
so it's like
just,
themed drinks,
It's really
like Paramore themed drinks.
excellent.
Nice. Okay.
I know.
Do
Anyway.
you suggest me drinking during it and then doing interviews with the cast after with a little alcohol in it?
I think it's always a good thing, no?
Why not? Watch out! Check out for that video. Watch that video tomorrow. We'll see what
Right.
happens.
No big surprise, but Dear Evan Hansen is officially transferring to Broadway.
It
It's
is.
just announced it's going to be going into a Schubert Theatre to be announced in November.
And I know they haven't announced Ben Platt. But Ben Platt just shook up the Tony race for next year.
Yeah.
Because that's an epic performance. He just won the Obie, right?
He won the Obie and he's had universally beautiful, lovely.
Everybody wants to know why Tuck Everlasting is closing. Well, I mean, shows close when they don't sell tickets,
There's
right?
not selling tickets.
I mean, it's sad. It's
It's
a great
as
show,
simple as
but because everybody went to see Hamilton. I'm not trying to get Rory involved,
no,
but I mean,
if
if
you love a show, then people need to go and see it. Otherwise,
right?
it closes.
Yeah, it's hard. Broadway's a business.
Yeah.
We can emotionally like things, but they still have to sell tickets and
They
pay
do.
bills,
They
right?
do.
So go see it before Sunday. It's a
Yeah.
really beautiful show.
Get yourself over there. Okay, Terry Kinney, who's the co-founder of Steppenwolf, is
Yes.
going to direct Arthur Miller's The Price on Broadway.
This is a great play. Have you seen this play?
No, I've never seen this play.
The last time they did it on Broadway, I absolutely loved
1999,
it. Yes.
so a while ago.
Yeah, I aged myself, but I loved it. I really loved it. Arthur Miller's no joke.
No,
joke. It's really
so
good.
that's been on my
That's
roundabout.
exciting.
That's interesting. Okay, MJ Rodriguez, who played Angel in Rent
Yes.
off Broadway, she's going to be leading Runaways at City Centre.
I know. And I haven't seen, I don't know Runaways that well.
No, I
mean,
don't
that's like
either.
one of those albums. I always had the vinyl, that picture, the
Yeah,
sneaker and the homeless teens, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Absolutely, I think
So I'm curious, that's part of the Off Center, right?
Yeah.
The Off Broadway series this summer.
So have a look at our article, because also in that Ryan McPhee links to her Facebook post about how the fact that she auditioned for Angelica in Hamilton.
Yes.
As a trans woman, and it's
Yes,
a beautiful.
and MJ
written
was
piece.
fabulous as Angel in Rent at New World Stages.
So there you go.
And we actually did a fresh face feature at that time. So
there
you
you
can
go.
look that up too.
Perfect. Right, you wrote this. Alison Porter won The Voice.
Oh my God, I know. That's totally exciting for her.
It's a
She was in a chorus line. She was BB. And I look on the site because when that chorus line revival, that was 10 years ago, when that happened, I did little video features with all of the stars. So I remember interviewing Allison at her apartment in San Francisco. And, she was Curly Sue for the Americans, because I know you don't know Curly Sue is, but Rory O'Malley does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she was Curly Sue. And now she's like, this is like such a great, like, reboot for her, because she's always had a band. She was always even when she was in chorus line, she was like a rock and roll. I'm a rock and roll chick. I have a band. I'm doing a gig. And now look, Christina Aguilera likes her, and everybody likes her. She won.
Speaking of the record industry, Hamilton has gone platinum. Platinum.
Platinum.
Which means it's sold over a
You mean the
million
album?
units. Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody has it. So
Everybody
that's
has
what happens. Jotham just wrote Cats. That's all they wrote. That's all Jotham wrote.
Yeah, that
Cats.
begins previews on July the 14th.
Look at you with that information. Of course, I'm pretty sure Tuck Everlasting is still releasing a cast album. Why wouldn't they? They
still
recorded
happening,
it, so I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Georgia is English and has no clue who Curly Sue is.
Thank you, Georgia.
And Charlotte wants us to bring Rent back. So that's what's happening over there.
All right, perfect. That's all good to know. Disney is eyeing a live-action remake of The Little Mermaid.
What? Really?
Yeah.
You got to send me the thing now.
It's going to be thick. It's going to be the thing. Well, Beauty and the
Could
Beast comes
Sierra
out.
Vargas do it? Your buddy Sierra?
Don't
Could
know.
you
Should I text
stick a
her?
fin on her?
We'll see.
And I don't know.
Do they?
So are they going to do this now? Are they going to turn all of the that'll last till my death?
Yeah,
probably
it
watching
probably
all of
will.
those animated movies
Yeah.
now become live movies.
Yeah. Again.
That's crazy.
Or whatever.
And then or
Or
Broadway
back
musicals.
again.
Nuts.
And then anyway, who knows?
Yeah. Aladdin will be next. Flying
Yes.
carpet would be awesome.
Flying
That'd be
carpet
really
would
cool.
be awesome, but actually, in the meantime, you can actually go and see it on Broadway, and the flying carpet is awesome on Broadway.
Claire is excited to read your book, Imogen. Imogen was in page 6 today.
I was.
Not for gossip reasons, because
No.
it was an item about her book,
Written
which
a
comes
book.
out a week from Tuesday.
Yeah, but what
Right.
did very good, a bit scary. What did surprise me is that there was a great big photo of me. I hadn't quite
Yeah,
banked
full
on
body,
that.
a full body photo.
I was just told it was in there, and then
Photo.
it
I
was
was trying to
just,
say your accent. Like full body,
it
you know,
was
you see the
like
whole body.
of it.
And you look great.
It was
They
taken,
like cut
it
you
was taken
out.
a long time ago where I was younger and thinner. Excellent. Okay, moving on. The She Loves Me cast album is out digitally on June the 10th and in stores on July the 9th.
Uh-huh.
The 54 Below roundup is up. Have a little look at what's going on at 54 Below over the summer. Nick Payne profile. Nick Payne is that brilliant playwright who I adore, who did Constellations and has got Incognito off Broadway right now.
I haven't seen it
Profile
yet.
of him. You should.
You liked it?
Yeah, I really did.
Smart plays.
Smart plays, but short.
Short, smart. That's good.
I like that.
We like short.
We like short.
We like to get home. by a
Paramour's
certain
short.
time.
It's nice. It's a very good length.
It's over 2 hours.
Yeah, but it's still short. I mean, you're not sitting there for 3 hours bored.
Mark is playing Lumiere in his high school's production of Beauty and the Beast.
Congratulations.
That's a good role for Rory O'Malley, maybe. Lumiere,
yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
Photos up, Creative Arts, Tonys, and also John Doyle got honoured at Sardi's.
Everyone's
For
getting
some
honoured at
reason,
Sardi's.
everyone's being honoured at Sardi's right now.
That's the thing you do during award time. You try to figure out ways to highlight nominees.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen his portrait. Did it look like him at all or not?
Yeah, it did.
Did a
It
bit.
did look like him. Well, Lin-Manuel Miranda's was interesting because it looked like
Not quite.
him as Alexander Hamilton. It was like sort of in character, right?
Yes.
Which would be
The features was
which
good.
is kind of odd. They don't usually do that.
No.
I don't know.
All right, I'm
I
going
think Beth
now.
got to the bottom of that.
Right,
in
you
an
don't want to
upcoming
see
video
me.
feature.
You want to see Rory. So
Oh yeah,
I'm
you're
going.
right. You're right.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Thank you, Imogen. Come on in here, Rory O'Malley. Tony Award
Yay.
nominated star of Hamilton.
Hi, how's it going, everyone?
Good to see you.
This is so much fun.
Are you
So
good?
much news. Yeah, I'm
Position
good.
yourself up there.
Okay, wow. Oh, we see ourselves, we see everyone's comments.
Look at how similar our skin colors are.
So similar.
And we kind of match. on
I'm
there.
one shade more pasty.
That's just I,
You-
I,
'cause you
I have
have-
one extra layer of fake tanner.
Oh.
How you doing?
I'm great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You're in a
good.
big, like the biggest hit of like the millennium or what is it? What is it's huge. It's a big thing.
It's insane. It's a dream come true. It's nuts. I'm still in shock every day that it's happening.
So okay, let's just rewind a little bit and remind everybody about your crazy season
Right.
because I was super excited because I fell in love years ago with this musical Nerds,
Right.
which was when I saw it at the Nymph. The Nymph. I saw it there. I loved it, and then they finally announced it was coming to Broadway, and that you were going to be in it. And you were going to be playing who?
Bill Gates.
Very famous guy.
Very famous
And I
guy.
know you probably spent months researching. You hung out with him, right? You lived with him. At
Oh
the
yeah,
Met?
we had coffee every morning at the
Yeah.
foundation.
Yeah, and then you were in rehearsals, and then literally you guys showed up one day, and they were like, "Sorry guys, no money, we're done."
Yeah,
Right? Like,
yeah,
somebody
pretty much
pulled money
2
out.
weeks. We were starting the third week, and I just come back from a costume fitting, and we were practicing.
What was your costume like? Khakis and
Mostly khakis and polos, which
Okay.
is pretty much what I wear every day. And I walked in the door, and we were rehearsing the bows, and we were singing "Live Your Dream," and then the lead producer walked in and said, "Everyone go home."
you're
An
not living your
investor
dreams
pulled
right
out.
now.
We're not gonna be living your dreams this week,
I'm sorry.
this season. And it was horrifying and sad, and I just mostly felt terrible for the writers. Our
Yeah.
wonderful director Casey, she is amazing, and they poured so many years, as you had said,
Yeah.
into the piece, and it was really funny. It was so much fun, and we were having a blast. So it's a real shame, and I hope that it comes to
Me too.
fruition sometime.
I've been
in
wanting
the
that
future.
fruition for years.
Yes.
So I hope it does. But then
Yes, then
showbiz is crazy.
It's crazy.
Because
It's
what
crazy.
happened?
So I flew back to Los Angeles, where I've been living for the past year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
My husband and I have been living in Los Angeles. He has a nice, normal person job there.
Nice.
And I was sitting on the couch 2 days after flying back and thinking, well, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do next. And my agent called and she said, "Would you want to go back to Broadway?" And I said, "Oh, I would, but you know, my heart is just so broken." And she said, "Well, what if it was Hamilton?" I said, "I'll be right there. I'm on the next plane."
So
taking the
does
red eye.
Does that mean you didn't audition? You offered based on your brilliant work in Book of Mormon?
You know,
others?
I know Lynn really well, and I know the folks, but I would never not audition for anything. I don't believe in that. I think that if you're going to show up on the first day, I want people to know what you do. You know, I want to be like in a room. So I met with Tommy, the director, Tommy Kail and Alex Lacamoire, and we basically had our first rehearsal, and they were like, "We're excited to have you in our family." And,
awesome.
And you know, it was insane that within a week of what happened with Nerds, that I was a part of the greatest hit since Book of Mormon.
Basically, you only do blockbusters.
That's right. Only
some actors are opera only, blockbuster only, blockbuster.
No,
only.
I do anything. I do anything, and this just happens to be that they're really, really cool ones. And also with two of my classmates, because I went to Carnegie Mellon with Josh Gad, who was my castmate in Book of Mormon, and Leslie Odom. We were in the same class, so
nice. Our video blogger, Broadway.com video blogger.
That's right, which is so good. I'm already.
Has he been sticking the camera up in your face at all?
He's really getting some pretty amazing things, so you should definitely watch that.
Absolutely. It's called Aaron Burr, Sir. You can watch it every Thursday on Broadway.com, including tomorrow. So so wow, what a great moment. So the people are saying all kinds of things. I'm ignoring them. First of all, my life has become difficult in the last year with people asking me for Hamilton tickets,
right?
Which I don't have much access to.
Right.
What is that like for you? Is this something that comes up, or do you just have a flat out? Did you have a message on your voicemail saying just laying it out? Is there rules, or what do you do?
Well, they're very limited to everyone,
right,
including the cast members. So the answer has just been no. I can't do anything, especially since I'm the new guy.
Right.
And especially at this time when it's there's so many people coming to the show. It's a lot. But my mom was able to come, and my husband and his family, because they were already had plane tickets to come to the Nerds opening night. And so
they all flew out for
Nerds.
That's good. They didn't have to.
They didn't have to exchange the plane tickets, and I was able to get my family.
You're like, I'll be on Broadway in something. Just book a train.
No, I was ready to pay for their plane tickets. I was heartbroken about it, but it worked out in the end, and Hamilton really kind of pulled together for me, and they've been so good to.
So you're playing who? Yeah. You're playing royalty.
I'm playing King George.
He's very funny in the show, and Kate and some great guys played him before you.
Yes.
Right? Mr. Jonathan Groff.
Jonathan Groff, who I always have loved, but my adoration for him has skyrocketed because he was so good to me.
Well, Kate wants to know if he gave you any advice.
He gave me plenty of advice, but it wasn't about on stage. It was just the fun things to do during the show, books to read backstage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he gave me...
What's a good book you read because of him?
Well, I haven't really read anything yet because I'm mostly just going over lines, because Andrew also gave me some advice. He said he was terrified doing it, and it's okay if I am. And I was like, okay, good, because I am terrified.
Yeah.
Walking into this blockbuster of a show, I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
It's my biggest fear. So he went up on his lines in the first week.
Okay.
And it's the same song 3 times. But so you make one wrong turn, and you say the wrong lyric from the song before, and you all of a sudden you're back at before the Revolutionary War, and you ruin the whole show. So you have to be careful. So for the first 6 weeks here, I've just been going over my words over and over again.
Uh-huh.
And, I'm sure at some point I'm going to settle down and just read a book. And
I should also mention that Brian Usher James played the role too off Broadway.
He did. I saw him at the Public.
Did you see? I saw him too. He was great.
Yeah.
So many great guys in this one, including you. Favorite song to hear from the Wings? Elizabeth wants to know.
Ooh. Okay, so I put my crown on and grabbed my scepter and the cape and everything during Schuyler Sisters, which is so much fun to jam out to. So I play all the girls, just all the parts.
I don't remember how the Crown. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Sure.
Nobody can get tickets.
Yeah.
How does the Crown stay in your head? Is it very?
Just by pushing it down real hard.
Okay.
And balance. Everyone's asking about the walk. They're like, Jonathan had this walk.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really.
But he got pressed for his walk, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right.
He milked it. Yeah.
He did. And so everyone was like, what is your walk going to be? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what my walk is. So it ended up being not falling. That was my goal,
Okay.
and so I'm just balancing.
So it's
the
not
crown.
based on like a drag race contestant or anything.
No,
It's
I have heels on. They're not that big, but they're bigger than my Nikes. So it was a challenge, and as long as I get from the top of the stage to the end, you know, right in front of the conductor without falling off the stage, then it's a win. That's my walk.
Somebody said, what's more fun to play? Well, you don't want to say this, but Elder McKinley or King George. I mean, they're both.
Man,
Come on, those
they are
great
both
roles.
so much fun
And like
for
big
totally
show-stopping
different
roles, and you
reasons.
get huge laughs.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
it's
like-
crazy.
What-
I used to say with Book of Mormon, I was like, well, this is it. My luck for like good roles and
Yeah.
big shows is out. And so now with this, I'm like, well, now I'm really done. I have nothing, no luck left.
Syra wants to know, how heavy is the crown?
It's not that heavy. I heard a lot. I get that question so much because I think Jonathan said it used to be really heavy, and then
really?
Andrew came and it broke, or they switched it, and now it's not so heavy. I did have one mess up that I can tell in my first week when I started to feel real comfortable, and I forgot to put the crown on for the third time I came on stage, which sometimes I don't wear the crown, so
Right,
was-
so it's
you
not like
know,
everyone would go like, where's the
but
crown?
like, why isn't he wearing a
Right.
crown? But everyone who's done the show 300 times was like, why isn't he wearing the crown? The only reason that was a problem is because my microphone is in the crown, and that would be really bad. Luckily, I have a second mic that's in the wig because Broadway
Got it.
sound folks are genius and saved my royal behind.
If you could swap roles with someone else on Broadway, who would it be?
On anything on
Yeah,
Broadway?
anything. I don't know, like for one night.
Well, I'm always wanting to take over Angelica and be
Oh, and-
satisfied
yeah.
in our show.
Yeah,
It's not going to happen, but I can dream if we're doing a theory here.
you could do that like in a benefit, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Broadway backwards or something.
Right?
You could do that.
Yeah.
You should book that right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll take you.
And then, I would do the Phantom if they asked
Oh,
me.
really?
Yeah, go old school. What I used to do
Wait.
it in my basement.
Really?
Oh, I can't do it well. I'm not saying it's good, but
I love it.
I love the Phantom, Les Mis.
Have your rapping skills improved from being in the show? Claire wants to know.
Well, I had to do a rap for nerds.
Oh, really?
It was a whole.
Do you want to do
rap.
any of that performance just like to preserve it on this camera for us? I mean, 'cause I really wanted to see it. Is there anything
I have to
you wanna-
go through it. Like, can you swear on this? Because I can't remember. if I
Absolutely.
swear.
I just gave you permission.
Kids,
Kids, stop watching.
there's a Windows rap. So when Bill Gates makes Windows,
Yeah.
I'll just do one verse. Dropped out of Harvard. There's no testing me. 1-6 double donut on the SAT. Paul Allen, he's my right hand guy. My crew's IQ never ends like pie. I'm a gangster crook. Apple tree got shook. Enter the gates, broke a window, and I stole their look. On my way out the door, I said, remember my name, Bill Gates, bitch, pimp of the software game.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, that's what you're missing, kids.
Oh man, that's
Would've been
awesome.
good,
Thank
right?
you so much for that. Yes.
A whole big rap number
Yes.
with me in it.
Well, I love The Vomitive Errors, which was
Yes.
a show way back in the day that those guys wrote.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really
Your
great.
writers.
Really brilliant.
Liana wants nerds. Yeah. Okay. Can you freestyle? No, he just did a whole number for you. What else do you want people to know? Are there any fun backstage rituals maybe we should know that happened? I have a question for you.
Yes.
I'm a journalist too. What was the biggest surprise, or the biggest thing you didn't expect maybe when you joined the cast about Hamilton? What was sort of something you really was like, oh, that's interesting that you didn't know about life at Hamilton?
Well, I think the biggest surprise, it's. I keep saying I think that the Hamilton folks are gonna like slap me across the face if I one more time go, well, when I was in Book of Mormon, it's like, because it's the thing I can relate to the most with them, because they're going through this crazy thing,
Yeah.
this crazy time,
Yeah.
and it's just making me think about Mormons so
Yeah.
much. They're not gonna slap me. They're so sweet, and they actually ask me about stuff all the time. But the thing that I noticed the most about Hamilton versus Book of Mormon
Yeah.
is I used to think that Book of Mormon had a lot of kids who were fans. Not like really young, but I was
Yeah.
like, kids get to see the show and they're such great fans. Well, that's not true. Like this show, Hamilton, they have kid fans and they're bringing their parents and they are rapping in their 5th grade class about Alexander Hamilton and sending the video. And, it's just the content of Book of Mormon isn't really for 5th graders.
Right.
Maybe some highly evolved
Right,
5th graders who
right.
go with their parents and have a discussion afterwards. But it's amazing to me to see such young people get so excited about musical theater, about history, and to have them be outside that stage door like we're the Beatles.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You are the Beatles.
It's
You're the Beatles
overwhelming
of
to me,
Broadway.
and it's beautiful because I know that when I was a kid, that I would have been out at that stage door just as well. I mean, hell, I was at the stage door at the Public. I'm a huge fan. I keep saying I feel like I was just a fangirl at the stage door, and somehow I got my way onto the stage, and no one's noticed yet. So don't tell anyone.
Because you're super talented. Steven wants you to marry him. He's married already, by the way. Already taken. There's the ring. Stars coming, because Stars still come. Celebrities still come. It's not like you missed that, because that still happens. So who was like a really cool person?
Well, right this weekend, Mark Zuckerberg came and told me that his child, who I think is just 2, really loves the King, and young kids really like the King songs.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Zuckerberg, that's pretty powerful.
I know.
Did you feel
but guess who he
powerful?
came with? Melinda Gates. And I was like, oh, hi, Melinda Gates.
Wait, Melinda Gates?
Bill Gates' wife.
The wife, okay.
And I said,
Was she in the show? Was that a character on the show, Melinda?
no,
The wife? Okay.
no, there was no, it wasn't like their real private lives. It was really just like about
It wasn't like
the
a soap
companies.
opera about their marriage.
No. And it, it was like heightened comedy.
Right, of course.
But I said to Melinda, I was like, I have to tell you, I was playing your husband in a musical that almost got to Broadway, and it didn't happen, and that's how I got in this. And she said, oh, I know about that.
Of course I know.
And I said, oh, you do? Well, you know how you think, like, it's Bill and Melinda Gates. Like, they're busy saving the world from malaria.
They're on Google searching.
They're on Google.
Searching his name. And then your name popped
They're
up.
on Bing. They're on Bing.
Of course.
They're not.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, we have to go because this is going on too long. You're so entertaining.
Absolutely.
I could talk to you for hours, but we have to go, and everyone's gonna be really upset. But we've already run over. I'm sorry, everybody.
We've run over.
So try to go see Hamilton. It's always awkward when someone from Hamilton's here, because we can't be like, "Hey, run over and support the show."
People are winning the lottery.
Of
Real
course.
people, and it's happening
Real
every
regular people.
day.
And how do they do that?
They go online and can do it digitally, or you
Yeah.
can show up at the Ham for Hams on Wednesday before the matinee and see a live show outside the stage door.
Free show.
It's happening, so keep trying.
So keep trying, and if you save up your money, sometimes Broadway.com has tickets, but they're not free. And go see it because it's awesome, and I can't wait to see you because I'm gonna get in there and see this guy.
Good.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having
Good
me.
to see you. Watch Live at 5 tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.